How's it, everybody? Celtic Link here. We're back for another Dokkan battle video. In today's video, we are continuing our revisitations of several of the units that have returned during this quick Black Friday celebration. And up next, we have the INT Gamma 1 and Gamma 2. One of my favorite releases from the 9th anniversary. One that gets often overlooked. People kind of treat them because, for lack of a better word, they were not the best anniversary LR, right? They were, I mean, objectively, they were the worst. But that didn't mean that they were bad. It just, all four were incredibly good. Somebody had to rank at the bottom, right? And that was the Gammas, unfortunately. But even with that, they're still incredibly good. So I wanted to revisit them and show that if you were someone who pick them up for the first time with coins, or you picked them up maybe because you did maybe because you did a rotation on that Black Friday banner, that just here to show that they are quite good. The main thing with them is you just have to prioritize getting their orbs. That's it. All right, once you've got their orbs, they'll do the rest of the work for you. So as you see, we did get their int orbs, which means even though we are not super attacking, we will still be able to get their standby next turn, and that's kind of the key. They are one of those few characters that, I mean, you want to push into stand, especially if you're running two of them. You want to push one of them into standby right away, and you're going to see why here in a second.
Guess it's my turn.
Alrighty, so let's see here. Let's go ahead. I mean, good thing we got Gogeta for changing the rainbow orbs. Yeah, so you'll notice the team is kind of wacky here, but that's mainly because we needed Gogeta and the blue boys to change rainbow orbs. Otherwise, I probably would have left one of them off the team, but superheroes, I mean, those are basically your only two rainbow orb changers. So, I mean, it's not like it makes the team bad. It just, I don't know that I necessarily wanted to run them. Especially for the sake of the Gammas. But Bulma Fight kind of makes you have to do that, unfortunately. Alright, we get another normal with Gogeta. Alright, perfect. Alright, excellent. And so this launches us into the next phase, and here we have to ensure that we do get the additionals to make sure that they run the way that they're supposed to. So we're going to go ahead and... Ooh, the orbs are not to my liking here. Okay, let's do that. Okay, and then let's stand by these Gammas. Yeah, so that way we can begin getting their the Gamma 1 support.
Keep that guy busy to buy me some time. Number 2, are you gonna?
Alright, so now that we have them transformed, they work a lot like the Trunks, right? The way they build up their standby is the same way Trunks does. It's based on the attacks from your allies. So the more attacks we can do, the better off they are, which, I mean, obviously for second phase of Bulma, this one's not going to be as good as it could be, unless we're able to actually get the... the key to get a little extra supers, which for this turn it worked out well, but maybe next turn it might not. The nice thing is, while they're here, they do have 50% damage reduction. Still don't have the greatest start of turn defense here, so the damage reduction really more so helps them post-super, which also in the Bulma fight, at least for this phase, not such a big deal, but into the tech phase, a little, you know, that's definitely very, very helpful. On top of the fact that, you know, they are 50% supporting the team. So that rotation was actually 100% supported rotation. All right, let's do that. And oh, this is odd. Okay, I don't like this setup. We need the orbs for the extra supers. There we go. And then, oh, there we go. Perfect. Okay, so, oh, okay. All right, so this actually could be potentially a powerful standby, except I'm not going to launch this one. That's the only problem. We actually got really built up. So this is the 69% friend, and I want to use the standby with our 79% copy. I'm actually not going to launch this one, so that way the one that we are going to launch it with has a link partner once transformed. Because if we launch it, then we don't transform one of them into then we don't. If we launch it, we transform into the Gamma 1, and then we don't have a link partner. Whereas if we just let it roll out, they'll stay Gamma 1 and Gamma 2, and then the one that we are going to stand by in exchange will be able to link with that one. So actually this phase went really smooth. The key worked out nicely for us, even though both of our Rainbow Orb Changers ended up on the same rotation here. Here we go. All right, excellent. And so then now we've got one more turn in. There should be one more Bulma phase in the INT phase here. There we go. We get an extra super. Yeah, the blue boys are. I mean, we've used them a couple of times in showcasing this fight, and I gotta say they are definitely one of the better units for this fight, just because of all the additionals that they're doing and the attack lowering. Okay, so here we go. Now, so you see what I'm saying? So we actually have 12 charges here. It's actually kind of an insane amount for them. This standby could potentially be really powerful, but it's completely useless to us right now because of the phase of Bulma that we're in. So we're going to go ahead and put them here. They can even if Bulma supers, they should be able to slot one in this phase. And with type advantage, actually, they should even be able to slot one the next phase. I wouldn't, in standby, I wouldn't slot one of them in the final phase. But, I mean, ideally, you're beyond the standby by that point. So, you know, is what it is. I'll go 13 million here. Now, remember, they're not stacking or anything. They are just getting they're just getting one turn of build, so it'll be per super attack here. But honestly, looking pretty good. Nice. And there goes the super. Double digits. And then here goes our copy with 14 million attacking after them. Ours is still in their base form. We'll stand by this one in the next in the tech phase, and then that way we can link the two together. Hopefully we can. I mean, this is gonna be kind of tough with them on this turn, but hopefully we can get enough to get a decent charge out of them. It may not be perfect, but I think it'll be alright. There we go, and then AGLUI just bringing out here at the end. We've already got the supers we need. Superheroes is probably one of the best teams for this fight, just because the sheer amount of additionals the team is doing. It really helps push through this this secondary INT phase here. So here we are, the hardest phase. We have the tech phase. And I say the hardest phase, if only because AGL, Krillin, and 18 are here. And if they don't dodge, we are absolutely dead here. So, ooh, ugly orbs. Okay, I guess it'll have to work. Let's take that. There we go. So no additional super on Beast Go, but actually this works out because then we won't. Oh, well, actually no, it doesn't work out because we want more supers. That's rough. Okay, so we get that. Hopefully Krillin and 18 can pick up a super or two, though. Oh, wow. I expected them to take a lot more there. Good for us. Alright, so Gogeta gonna get a lot of supers here. He's gonna really help build up that count for us next turn. Oh, wait, that's right. Okay, never mind. No, it's not gonna help build up the count more because the standby is gonna run out. It says too much turn, but it's a trick, right? Yeah, see, now the standbys run out, so never mind. Gogeta supers didn't help us at all. So let's go ahead. Alright, let's stand by our gammas here.
Number 1, keep that guy busy to buy me some time. Number 2, are you gonna...
Alrighty, so let's see. Let's just go ahead and take that. That's unfortunate. It's really, really bad orbs here. Yeah, so I mean, obviously we do want the we want INT or AGL orbs, and just the orbs did not play out the way we wanted them here. But still, I mean, 17 million, look at that. We are supported here by the other gammas. And we actually have a decent link partner, so that's pretty good. Again, this is our 79% copy. Not bad, okay. I mean, but we would expect that. With a post-super, 50% damage reduction, type advantage. I mean, if we didn't take double digits there, I'd be worried. But, I mean, they aren't nearly as bad as people let on. But unfortunately, the way this turn is playing out, we may not get as many attacks as we want. Oh yeah, and then the blue boys are just going to get one attack. They're not getting a whole lot of build, actually, out of this one. It's going to depend. Well, I mean, but in the next phase, we don't want them to do that many supers either, because if they do too many supers, they're going to kill. We're not going to be able to do anything. Alrighty. So, here's the reason why I wanted to have the our Gamma standby ready for STR Bulma. So you're going to see why here in a second. So, really, once again, no attack on Beast Gohan. Right, we could get 3 supers right there if that had attacked. Alright, 12 million. Not bad. Alright, we don't even proc the hidden potential. Okay, so hopefully AGL UI then can pick up a couple supers here. There we go. Alright, give us an... No, really? Oh, wow, 400k. They lived. That's actually surprising. Okay, so we can go ahead and launch it. Unfortunately, we didn't get that many attacks, but that's okay. Let's transform Gogeta here. Alright, excellent. So we get a nice little heal, and let's use the Gamma standby as well.
I'm putting all the energy I have left into this charge!
not bad. 30 million. And you can see why I wanted to save the Gamma standby for the final phase, because look at what we did there. We just stunned Bulma, right? So now while Bulma could potentially be very dangerous right here, she didn't have to be. You get a free stun, so it actually didn't matter how much damage it did here. So on the off chance that we don't kill, we should, but on the off chance that we don't, I'm going to float off the other Gammas. Unfortunately, we won't be able to get the links that I want, but it just, that way we have the rotation for, we have Gogeta Blue's target in case we need it. But I don't think we will. Yeah, we probably should have just left it. Look at how much, I mean, that's pretty good, honestly, considering. All right, and then now he's giving defensive. So now that he's transformed, he's basically, I don't want to say invulnerable, but near invulnerable. But it doesn't really matter, like I said, because he is, you know, that's, you get a free stun, which against the Bulma fight gives you just a free turn against Bulma. You don't have to worry about their damage taken. There we go. Yeah, because right now he's got 30% damage reduction, and then we can get an extra 50% the more STR key spheres, INT or STR key spheres we obtain. Okay, honestly, really good show for the Gammas. Okay, perfect. So let's go ahead and let's wrap this up. Let's do Beast's standby active skill here.
Is that all you've got?
Perfect. All right, so now all attacks are going to be directed towards Beast, and let's do this.
I ain't no hero of justice or anything else like that. Anyone who tries to hurt my friends is gonna pay!
All right, nice. So let's go ahead. Let's All right, so let's have the blue boys attack first. Let them get a whole bunch of attacks in, since you know, we don't have to worry about anybody taking any hits here, since we do have Beast active here. Oh, and we get the Dokkan attack with the blue boys. Nice. Well, actually, we should have put AGL UI then, since it's type advantage. The blue boys got a few key shares. They're going to be pretty strong here. All right, so let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. Wow, that actually went really slow. It never goes that slow for us. There we go. Nice. That was actually a pretty significant amount of damage considering their fist type. Excellent. So I do, you know, I mean, aside from the fact that we're focusing on the Gammas here, I do actually like the blue boys. When utilized on the superheroes team, more so than Reps of Universe 7, they actually put in a lot of work when under Beast Gohan or Gogeta's target mechanic, because they can dish out a bunch of damage and be completely protected. Here we go. AGL UI coming in with that 18 million. And, oh, really? You couldn't just finish it off so we get the KO screen? That's alright. Boom. Alrighty, so there you have it. Gamma 1 and Gamma 2 revisited against one of the hardest fights in Global, the STR Bulma fight, right? A lot of people said we have to worry about this fight because, I should test these guys against Gogeta, but like Gogeta and like Janemba, Bulma is considered one of the hardest fights because of the way she hits. And I specifically wanted to show the Gammas here in this fight over Gogeta and Janemba to show their value. Now, we didn't really get the full attack out of the Gammas that I wanted for their standby, but didn't really matter because what we got to see is what makes their standby so useful. It's a free stun on enemies that can be stunned. This makes them one of the best units for Cell Max. It also makes them one of the best units for Bulma. It's the same thing with Slug, right? We could sit here and talk all day about how much damage they could have taken from Bulma and how that might affect rankings and whatever, the same way we did with Slug. But the reality is with Slug and with these guys, it doesn't matter. They're never going to get hit by Bulma Super because of that standby stun. On top of that, they actually put in a pretty decent amount of damage, right? On that one turn where we had them both linked together, 17 million. We could do a lot better with the Gamma 2, the Gamma 1 once we exchange. We just need better key spheres, and unfortunately the way the key spheres played out that turn, we couldn't really get the key spheres we wanted to take full advantage, and then plus having to rotate off one of them. But I mean, it was still pretty good showing for both sets of Gammas on that turn, even though we had to split them up. So honestly, they are definitely a unit that was worth your coins if you did pick them up, and they are one of my favorite anniversary units, to be completely honest. So guys, that's it for the video. If you like the video, make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And in the comments down below, let us know, what do you think of the Gamma 1 and Gamma 2? Now that they returned, did you pick them up? Have you played around with them? Let us know what you've been doing with them since their return. Otherwise, guys, as always, thanks for watching, and aloha.